Hi, welcome to my channel. My name's Dawn, I'm the Reclusive Crafter, and today it is Stash Busting Saturday. I am looking at my Alice stash to see where I can go with it and what more I can do with it. And I thought I would put together a few little clusters. So I've had a little play just to see what I can achieve. And I've come up with a few ideas. So I quite like this little ensemble here. It's quite large, but I was considering using it as a tuck spot, which I thought would be nice. I'm really happy with this one here as well. And I thought I'd go ahead and make a few more. I've just been having a little bit of a sort out to see what I've got. And I've got big things and little things and, yeah, duplicates and all sorts going on. So I thought I'd just have a little play today and a little chat. So let's get started, shall we? Let me just open up my glue in readiness. And we shall go for it. So I'm just going to get a little glue book sorted out. Like a little glue book, and I'm just wondering if my ink pad has settled itself down. I re-inked it yesterday and I'm not convinced about it, to be honest. We shall see what occurs with this. Not too sure. Right, the first thing I want to do is this one, and I want to just ink round a little bit. Oh, that's a bit much, isn't it? I wonder, yeah, I'm just going to dab some of that off. Yeah, that's a bit too hefty, isn't it, really? So that's that dabbed off. Let's see what difference that makes. Yeah, I'm not keen on this one, but it's going to have to do now. I ordered a re-inker for my pad, and I think possibly I ordered the wrong one, but hey-ho. It does say ground espresso, but it doesn't seem to be the same as the ink pad I was using. Oh well, mustn't grumble. It is what it is. So how are we all doing on this fine Saturday? I'm recording this one in advance, and it's supposed to be an absolutely stunning day on Saturday. So I hope you're all out enjoying the sunshine and watching this in the evening when you all get back, or having your barbecues or whatever it is that you're doing today, because it is an absolutely stunning day, isn't it? Or so I'm told anyway. Haven't got there myself yet. But yeah, I'm carrying on with this journal. I didn't realise how many videos I'd actually done on this journal. And to be honest with you, there's quite a lot, and I'm erring towards just getting it finished and getting the walkthrough done. So my next video may well just be something completely random that has no reference to Alice at all, so that you can enjoy something a little bit different, is my plan. So, well, that's what I'm thinking anyway. And I shall spend a little bit of time behind the scenes working on getting this one finished, if I can, of course. So I cut that out. I've got something in the journal which I've not shown you yet, and it meant cutting this circle out of what I was doing, and I thought rather than waste that, I could make use of it in here, because that's very nice. I like that. And there's a few little bits in the journal that you haven't seen yet, which I'm quite looking forward to showing you in the walkthrough. But we shall see what that looks like. And again, this is something I could have done off camera, to be fair. But hey diddly ho. Where was I putting him? I think he was going in there somewhere. Maybe maybe there. Oops, maybe there, and just bring those over a little bit. Yeah, that'll do very nicely. I do like doing little clusters of things. It gives you a whole new wardrobe of items to use, doesn't it? Let me just get that muck out of the way. There we go. Right then, I was just going to tuck that one. Or do I want to tuck it in there? No, I should tuck it in there. And I'll put her... I might cut off that. I might cut this bit off, actually. Where's my little scissors? I want to get rid of that little bit that's sticking out. So I'm going to just trim that off, just to make that a little bit shorter. Like that. I'm happier with that. Give that a little bit of a doofer. And now I'm going to put her back where I wanted her. And then that one there. I think that works. Nice. Okay. So I'm going to scooch this along. I'm going to put her centrally on there to start with. Okay. I have printed off lots and lots of little ephemera bits. Oh, I didn't want to glue that all the way up there, did I? Oh, you see, don't talk and glue at the same time, Dawn, because you never get it right. Right, let me bring my book in so that we can see what I'm doing. And then it doesn't matter if my glue gets a bit wild and frenzied, does it? Right, I want to pop her there to start with. And I'm going to wipe off the excess glue. There we go. Okay. So that's the start. And now we want this bit. See, it's difficult when you're doing collages, isn't it? Because everything relies on something else being in place, doesn't it? Was that how we had it? Something like that, wasn't it? Somewhat like that. I think he was down there more, actually. Oh, was he? I don't know. Can't remember. Oh, dear. Right, he's going to go there. That's going to go there. Okay, so let me glue these down as I go along. See what we can achieve. Trouble is, I put things together and I can't remember where I put it all. Because I'm crazy. Right, that can go there. Then we want this one on next. And I really just want to glue that across there, don't I, for now? I can always put some more on. Maybe there-ish. Okay. Then we want this one on about there. Now I have to let you know, this is part of, or this is from Amanda's collections, but not from the Alice collection. So, and this one isn't from Amanda's at all, actually. This one, I can't remember where it came from, to be honest. I did use this in my steampunk journal, but I printed more than I needed to, and I still can't remember where I got this one from, so apologies. I do try to remember where everything comes from, but I've been collecting ephemera long before I ever started doing videos, so I didn't really have a need to worry about where things came from because of telling people. But of course now it's something that people like to know, isn't it? That should have gone further over. I wonder if I can just lift that up a little bit. Pop that there. Pop that there and pop him. I wonder if I can just get his little legs around there. I think so. I think that works. Let me just glue those two bits together so that they're in place. And then I'll glue it down. Okay, so that wants to go. I really wanted to see more of this clock face, actually. Does that work better, do you think? That's quite nice, isn't it? I like that. So I'm going to put that down instead. So I want to glue it to about there. And then I'm just going to pop a little bit of glue down for now, and then I can sort it all out in a bit, can't I? So I'm going to put him down about. Placement for me is quite important. I mean, I see people doing these little clusters and they just throw things together and it looks like they're throwing things together, and it just looks fab. That's quite nice. There we go. So that's quite a large little collage there, little cluster, but I'm going to be using it as a tuck, so it will work. Just put too much glue on there. And then the next time you see this, it will be in situ. I'm just going to get myself a clean bit of tissue as well, because where I've dabbed that ink dauber, I don't want to get that all over my work. So I am grabbing a clean piece so that I don't make a mess of the work. There we go. Okay. Right, I think that's all. Maybe not. I was just about to say I think that's all down, but a few little bits here still to attach. That's well attached. That's well attached. Is if you don't attach the little bits well enough, when you come to put your ephemera in, it starts catching on everything. There we go. Okay. Right, so that's piece number 1 done. That's lovely, isn't it? Very happy with that. That's going to make a really nice little tuck on a page. So that's 1. So let's pop that over there out of the way, and let's concentrate on number 2. So this was something I was looking at doing something, and there was a few of, I think it was these ones in the kit. Actually, it wasn't these ones. It was the little. I haven't got any more of them left. Actually, I think I might need to print some off. It was the little beigey coloured ones, and I cut her out of it because I wanted to use her on something else I was doing, and then I decided not to use it. So I'm going to use it on here instead. So I'm going to glue that little array of flowers on there to cover those flowers up. Although they're beautiful flowers, I want the roses because obviously the storyline is all about the roses, and I'm just wondering whether or not I want to use that one or whether to use a slightly, I think that one probably works better. Yeah, and I'm just going to put the tiniest little touch, just the tips, just to give it a little bit of definition. I might change my ink that I'm using actually, because I'm not happy with that now I've re-inked it. It's just a little bit too much, I think. Okay, so we're going to pop that one on there. So let me pop a bit of glue on those, because I know all of that is going to be covered up. And I'm going to pop that one on there to start with. I might use that with something else. And then I thought I'd pop that there. I'll pop that one on there, I think. Okay. I could have cut that down actually to save wasting it, but never mind. About there. Okay, that's lovely. Just bear with me, I'm just going to check that we are recording. We are. Love it when we're still recording. And I did a sound check earlier, so hopefully there won't be any issues with sound checks. Right, I want her there. And because we're using another clock face, I was thinking about maybe putting a little rabito. How did I have this, guys? Can you remember? Jiggered if I can. I know I didn't have this in the original, but we're just going to have a little play and see what works, see what doesn't work. Not sure now. Nope. What about... What shall we use, folks? I thought I had this one worked out. It shows how wrong you can be, doesn't it? Let's see if we put that there. I think I wanted the rabbit under there actually a little bit. I wonder if I can scooch that up a little bit. No, it covers up too much of the clock, doesn't it? Oh, fiddly dee. Fiddly da. Oh, okay. I quite like difficult, isn't it, when you're trying to work things out how you want them. I like that. Let me stick that down. I'm just going to stick his little feeties in there for now. It all might change. We didn't ink him, did we? In fact, I don't think I inked any of this, actually. Oh, never mind. Don't rightly matter none. Okay, let me stand him just on those numbers there. Okay, he's probably going to have a bit more on him before we finish, or around him anyway. Just pop a little bit of ink around that clock face. Righty-ho. Now, Queenie, who's got the ball? Did you used to play that when you was kids? I'm going to pop that there. That's nice. Right, we're going with that. That's what I'm saying. Okie dokie doos. Right, I want a little bit of glue in there. And a little bit of glue. Oops, don't move, Queenie. No. Come on, stand up straight. There we go. Okay. She's straight enough. And then I'm going to pop that in there. So I'm going to just tack a little bit of glue on Queenie's crown, just to get that in place. And then I'll glue it all together properly. So let's pop that. Do I want that behind or in front? I think I'll have it behind. There. Okay. Right, let's glue my little bits on. There. And I think, well, I just need to re-glue that down, don't I, where I pulled that up. There we go. Well, I took the dog out for a walk this morning and he wasn't remotely interested. He took me down the lane to the park because he leads the way because he doesn't want to go anywhere I go. He led me down to the park and then wouldn't go in and just sat there and just wouldn't move at all, any which way. Now then, that's that one. Okay, and again, I don't know if I'm just going to use that as just a page embellishment or perhaps even use it as another tuck. I'm not sure yet. I am short of a few pockets in the journal, so I may well use it as a tuck as well, because again, quite a chunky little number, but I like that. That's nice. So that's number 2 done. So I'm going to do something with this. I rather like this, and I think we can make use of that on a little little old clusteroons. There. That's nice, isn't it? I like that better. And then, oh, it does go up that way. Pop that one in there. We've got this one here. I can pop. No, don't like that there. Oh, I'm struggling. Why am I struggling so much? I don't usually struggle this much with clusters, to be fair. I like those there. Maybe if I just cut out that little butterfly, I wonder if that would be enough. Let me cut that out and see if that would be enough. Sorry, I'm just going to grab my glasses because I've got no hope of cutting that out without them. Just going to very quickly just trim around this. Yeah, I'm really struggling with these clusters actually. I don't normally struggle quite as much as this. It's I don't know why I'm having such an issue with it. But never mind, we shall get there. I've got a couple, so that's something, I guess. I'm not too sure how long we've been recording for, because as usual, I forgot to look at the clock. No news there, ain't they? So maybe I'll just keep saying goodbye throughout the video and then just stop it where it's in the right place. Right. Okay, so we've got a little old butterfly. Little old butterfly. I think I will pop that there. How is that? I think this might be from Amanda's kits, actually. I might be wrong, but that might be from Amanda's kits. Okay. It's all getting pretty one-sided over here, isn't it? Help me out, guys. I can't feel any vibes coming through as to what to do. No, I don't want to use that. I've used that on 2 of them already. Oh no, I haven't. One of them. Okay. I'm sorry for going quiet. I'm just trying to work this out in my... Oh, how about a little old weed? I'm going with that. I don't care what you say, that's what I'm doing. So, with the needle, pull and thread, let's just clip these little bitties off here. There we go. This is just a little hole punch I'm using, just a singular hole punch, which is very useful for doing little things like that. Okay, here we go. We're going in. I think my dauber's calming down a little bit, as long as I don't press too hard with it. Okay. And this one. Now then, I'm just wondering whether or not to just round the corners on this. I think I will just round the corners on just the top here, not the bottom. Just see if that makes a difference to the aesthetics of what we're... Oh, that didn't even cut. Come on, Dawn, get your act together. There. Oh, that still didn't cut. What's going on? What's going on, is it? That's a bit better. There we go. Okay, little rounded edges. Let me just get the debris, oh dear, the debris out of the way. Right then, so we were going to put that there, weren't we? Yep. Okay, so I want to glue down to about there for now. Okay, so that is going there. And then I need to do this one relatively quickly because I've just realised I was going to tuck that under a little bit, wasn't I? Yes, I don't want to glue that too much. There we go. Tuck that one in there. Okay. I know I'm not doing this exactly as I originally laid it out. But that's all right, isn't it? Was that? I thought I was putting something else in. God, you know, honestly, my memory is shocking, isn't it? It's a bit of a worry, really. Do we like that now that... I do quite like that, actually. Actuarially, I do. Let me just tickle my little butterfly. Tickle my butterfly. Put that on there. Okay. My butterfly is going there. I think going to pop that there. I quite like seeing that A1 there, so I want to glue that to... Where's the edge of the thing? Oh, it's all the way over there. Gosh, I can only glue that little bit there then. Okay, let me glue that for now. I can always throw some more at it once we've got it in place, can't I? Yeah, that wants to go up there. Yeah. Okay, and now I want to tuck that in there. I like it. I like it. I don't know if I've already done this, but I'm doing it again. I don't think I have. Or did I? Oh, well. I think I did, to be fair. Now then, this one can be glued all of the way. All of the way. But maybe not quite as much as that. All right, now I'm going to pop that in there. Yes. Okay, that looks nice, doesn't it? I'm happy with that. That's very nice. Glue that there, glue that there. Squooge it on down. There we go. That's that one done. I like that. Nice. Okay, so let's do one more and then we'll call it a day. So I've got all these little bits and pieces here. I think I'd like to use this. I don't really want all of that white around there. Just going to trim this off just very roughly, and then I'm going to scooch it up a little bit. All the way around. Okay, that's a bit better. And then I'm just going to rough up these two little edges. Just to give it a little bit of, a little more authenticity, I guess. There we go. Going to pop a little bit of ink around the roughed edges. There we go. And I want to use that one. And I might use this one. Okay, might use Alice. What else do we want? I wanted to use up a little. I want to just knock that white back a little bit because these are quite yellow, so I'm going to just knock these back a little bit. Okay, and then I'm going to ink this final little piece, and then I'm going to try and do something with these. Yep, okay. So I want to use that as my base. I thought I might like those two. Come out, Alice. I might like those two, perhaps. There. Alice in there. Maybe there, like that. Bring in the bottle and then Alice there. How does that work? Oops. Ish. Okay, I quite like that. I might just splay these out a little bit further. So let's start by putting those two bits together. And then that bit there. Okay, and then this piece. Just want to see the scroll bit there. That's nice. Pop a little bit of glue in there. to get that down just a little bit further into there. Perfect. Okay. Yep. Okay, we're liking that. And then the little bottle. I think the little bottle can sit there rather nicely, can't it? So let's pop him in there. I'm calling him a him, I don't know why, but was it there? I can't remember now where I said I was going to pop it there. That's where I was going to have it, wasn't it? There we go. Okay. That can go in there. And then jolly little Alice can come and sit there. And that will do for today, folks. So I've used up a little bit of my stash, haven't I? I've used up some of my fussy cuts. And I've also used some of my labels and things, which is rather nice. There. Now then, I think the only thing left to do with this is maybe to put a few of these little bits on, because that will coincide then with what I've also done throughout the rest of the journal, which will be just lovely, won't it? I'm sorry I've been so quiet again today. As trouble when I'm concentrating is that's all I've got brain space for. I don't have brain space for thinking about what I'm doing and making conversation. I'm a simple person. Oh, but I enjoy what I do, and that's the main thing, isn't it? There we go. Now I know there's still a lot of bits and things on here, but I actually think we've done quite well today, using up some little bits and pieces. I really like this one. Yeah, I'm really happy with that one actually. I like that one a lot. So I might just finish. Oops, get offed. I'm just going to finish gluing these little bits together. Like so, squish them down. Yeah, another little bit in there, a little bit in there, squish that down, and we should be good to go. There, perfect, perfectamondo. So I'm just going to have a quick tidy up time, and then I'll show you what we've done today. So let's take that off of there. Somebody did say they can't see what I'm doing when I work on other surfaces, and I really apologise, but I hope you could see what I was playing at there. A lot of it was just messing about. But I'm going to have a quick tidy up time, and then we'll show you what we've done. So let me show you what we've done today. So we've got this one. I really like that one actually. I think that's really cute. I like that one a lot. And then we have got this one, which is still very nice. I like that one too, with all the little roses on. So there's that one. And then we have got this one, which I like, with Queenie and Rabbit on. I like that one too. In fact, do you know what? I actually like all of these today. I'm very pleased with them. And then we've got this chunky little monkey here. Is that in shot, guys? I can't see. Yeah, there we go. We got that little chunky monkey there as well. That's definitely going to be a tuck spot. That one might be as well. In fact, I might just use them all as tuck spots, actually. I'm not sure yet. But that's it for today. 4 little collages done, or clusters, or whatever you want to call them. And yeah, very happy with them. Hope you like them. I'll see you all for Mishmash Monday. So take care, everybody. Bye.